I am back with a new video that I put more than 3 seconds of effort into, and this time it's about Rec Room, and just about things that I wish would change in Rec Room, or things that I want to recommend to Rec Room. Not like anyone important is going to see this video, but hey, I'm making it for fun. Anyways, here we go. The first thing I think Rec Room should change is the price of items. I know, people already complain about this a lot, but I'll make this quick, I promise. To start, I think Rec Room should change the prices of most items above 5,000 tokens to be around, let's say, 10 to 30% off, maybe more depending on how good or bad the item is. Like, for example, if the item doesn't look too good, then make the price lower, and if it's like super flashy, then make it like, either keep it the same price or make it more, but I don't want it to make it more. Now, before anyone calls me poor, you would be correct, I only have 9 tokens. But at one point I did have a lot of tokens, and even then I had to really think about what I was buying from the store, gifting or not. I understand for collab items like the Destiny cosmetics or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cosmetics, they don't choose how much it costs. But not a lot of people buy that stuff anyways. Unless you're one of those people that brag about how rich you are. Hey, speaking of bragging, so many people are making low-effort, brightly colored garbage rooms just to get little Timmy to grab mommy's credit card to buy some stupid power-ups in a crappy PvP game. Now, I understand that Rec Room at one point tried to do something about this, but if you check the play menu, you can see that didn't work so well. Like, seriously, I can go 5 seconds without seeing Escape Taylor Swift or Survive Queso or some crap. And it breaks my heart to see Rec Room rewarding these crappy rooms instead of the good ones, such as the Backrooms All Seeing or Off the Pier. Go check those games out. They're genuine games that deserve love. I know this is off topic, but one time I met one of the developers of Off the Pier, and I got to see the circuits, and it almost fried my Quest 2. So if the developer sees this, then hi. And I still really like your game. Now, I'm not talking about server lag, where your ping is really high and someone disconnects randomly. No, I'm talking about FPS. The FPS on Quest 2 and 3, mobile, Nintendo Switch, and sometimes high-end gaming PCs are just horrible most of the time. It's not too bad if you have low FPS and you're not in a PvP game, creating, or on VR, but when you are, oh boy is it bad. For example, on the Quest 2, it's hard to get above like 40 FPS in most games, and especially when you're using the Maker Pen. And I believe something to do with this is Rec Room Studio. If you don't know what Rec Room Studio is, it gives creators the full power of a game engine, which is Unity, to do things like add custom models, custom textures, terrain, and, well, a lot more. Now that sounds good on paper, but people do not use it properly, such as not optimizing rooms for low-end devices like the Quest 2, adding way too many things into the room, and like I said in the last part, most people use Rec Room Studio to make crappy games for money. And it's honestly really sad to see how poor performance is on these devices. And it's so hard to play Rec Room when the FPS is this bad. And I really hope to see it change sometime in the future. Hopefully within this year. This next part is just random things that I personally want in Rec Room. So everything I'm saying here is just my opinion. The first thing I really wish Rec Room would add is for point lights, spotlights, and dome lights to have shadows without Rec Room Studio. Another thing you get to do with Rec Room Studio is the ability to give lights shadows, but not point lights you spawn in with a Maker Pen for some reason. I think it's kinda stupid that you need Rec Room Studio for lights to have shadows, and I've wanted them to add this ever since I started using the Maker Pen. Now before you say, oh, it would require so much power for lower end devices to render. And you know what I say to that? Just disable shadows for low end devices like it already does for most rooms. The next thing I want is them to stop doing collabs. And basically my only opinion here is they just kinda suck. The collabs just suck. Like recently they added more Destiny cosmetics, and it's quite literally just the same things you already had, but with like a trimming that was just like neon, just a neon texture applied to it. Literally they just wanted to Photoshop and say, bright light. Next thing I want them to stop doing is just stop using Rec Room Studio for Rec Room Originals. I can't even begin to express how much it annoys me. For starters, the FPS is horrible in the Rec Room Originals that use Rec Room Studio. Second, it takes longer to load with Rec Room Studio rooms than regular ones, and most people stop playing them because they feel kind of rushed, in my opinion. Well, that's all I wanted to say about Rec Room for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and if you didn't like it, then, well, that's okay. And, well, I will see you in whatever next video I make. Probably next month. Hey, maybe even next year. Well, see ya.